another. We got so the Bumblebee movie came out in past December here, and there was a lot of talk saying if this was successful, it was gonna kind of reboot the franchise. And lo and behold, like they kind of confirmed it today that this is.
But it wasn't that successful, was it? Are they're gonna?
It's been quietly successful.
Okay.
I mean, it came out on a busy month.
Definitely.
It came out the weekend as Aquaman.
And Mary Poppins.
And Mary Poppins, and like obviously when you have three movies like that, one's gonna fail.
Yeah.
And like the obvious choice was the no one liked the last Transformers movie, so but like I guess it's been doing pretty good, money wise and critically. Yeah. You don't know much about the Transformers franchise. We've talked to you about it.
Yeah.
You
can talk about the first one a little bit.
Well, like my issue with the Bumblebee, if they're like, I'm happy they're rebooting because like the biggest continuity error it had was this movie's taking place in the 70s.
Yeah.
Or 80s, and it ends with like the Autobots coming down to Earth, and you've seen the first one.
I know
like,
that.
To our knowledge, the only one that was on there was Bumblebee before everyone else.
Right.
But like he's on the planet on Earth talking to Optimus Prime as like the rest of these like asteroid things are coming down.
Yeah.
So if they reboot it, that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the way they did.
Plus,
it has to be a sort of soft reboot, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all the same casts, right? Like they still get Optimus Prime, right?
Yeah, like Peter Cullen.
But that's just the voice anyway.
Yeah, like actors wise, like there was no one from the franchise.
You don't think they're gonna pull back Mark Wahlberg to be in?
No, I think he was done after they ripped apart I think he was only actually written or signed to do 2, which is a weird. Usually it's 3 or something like that, like
3, 5.
But I think after like the negativity of the 4th one, which was the first one he was in, and then the 5th one he was in was even hard. Yeah. He probably had like an opt-out or something, and which that one had like it ended on such a stupid cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Earth is like a freaking like
Transformer, right?
Yeah.
Unicron,
yeah.
Okay.
They're like trying to find Unicron or something like that at some point in the movie, and you find out it's
a real
Earth.
fucking Men in Black thing to do.
So that was.
Did it literally like zoom out like Men in Black?
No.
That would have been amazing.
I forget what it is, but it's like the villain of the 5th one. She's trying to find Unicron or something like that. Yeah, it's a girl robot this time.
Wow. It's not Megatron.
No.
The 5th one?
Yes.
Is Megatron in Bumblebee?
No. He's in a deleted scene, I guess.
Okay.
Which they got rid of because they were afraid of continuity errors.
Because he was frozen in the first one, right?
Because the humans
so funny.
like see like that work for like this Sector 7, which is like the organization that like knew about Transformers.
Right, okay.
See Transformers for the first time, they're like, oh, what are these? And it's like, well, you should be having a frozen one in your basement. But anyhow.
Yeah. So basically the Transformers franchise is now officially as messed up continuity wise as like the Fox X-Men movies.
Yes. If not, maybe even a little worse.
More.
Just because they hadn't pulled the whole let's do a time travel movie to
try to fix
everything
and then immediately make a movie that like doesn't does all the fixings. I was thinking about that the other day, like trying to figure out like Logan, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a standalone thing, and it's supposed to be like that's the way the fucking franchise, like that's the way this universe ends. Like
I was thinking
that's dark.
This place, I was thinking that too. Like, I was thinking of like, I'm still trying to like. As much as I like the Days of Future Past movie, that's probably like my favorite one actually of all of them. I'm like, what's up with the ending where Stryker is Mystique? Why did they have to throw that in last second? Because it made perfect sense that he had a Wolverine. You're like, oh yeah, he's going to the Weapon X program. It's like, oh no, it's Mystique, so she's taking him to the Weapon X program.
Yeah,
and then the next movie
immediately had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Anyhow, new trailer for that should be coming out soon. Dark Phoenix.
No,
I don't know if we're there.
To come on.
And then you hear that like New Mutants might not even get released anymore.
Yeah, I heard something saying like
Hulu. Yeah. So
that's an expensive mistake they just made.
Because they're doing reshoots right now. I think for the second time. If not,
Didn't
it's been
that
like
trailer come out in like 2015.
It was supposed to be released like twice by now.
Yeah,
it was supposed to come out in April last year.
I thought it was like something like 2016 though.
I think a trailer for it came out
in 2016, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
But like.
That's. Yeah.
If not 2017.
Yeah,
sure.
I think you're right.
And then it was supposed to come.
And
it was supposed to be a 3 X-Men movie year at first. It was New Mutants. Because Deadpool was supposed to be the last of the 3 that came out. Deadpool 2. Right. It was the New Mutants.
The only one that came out.
New Mutants was supposed to come out like April, like last year.
Okay.
Dark Phoenix was like. Well, I'm trying to think when Deadpool 2. I think that came out. Well, maybe Dark Phoenix was the last one that was supposed to come out. Because I think it was New Mutants and Deadpool 2, and then at the end of the year it was supposed to be. Dark Phoenix was supposed to come out this past November.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they just keep getting delayed, and we're like, it's Deadpool or nothing, guys. So. Yeah.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Like, just flush it down the
We're all just waiting for Disney to get
the rights.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that happens soon,
right?
It's supposed to be like,
it's months.
Crazy how long it takes to like, you think
at this point they could at least say like we have these characters.
Yeah.
Like they're getting them, so just say.
They should just be able to be like, yeah, all right, this is what we're going to do with them. Like once it's all finalized, this is what we're gonna do. Just do that. You know they have those plans.
So maybe there's a little something at the end game with a little. I hope not. Kind of. I hope it's more of like just like a Easter egg kind of.
That would be kind of the easiest way with all the reality warping and stuff that could happen in that movie. That would be the easiest way to be like, oh yeah, there's mutants now.
Like they can go some set piece and like a sign or something for like mutants, like mutants with like the X through because people hate mutants and whatnot. Or obviously my big thing is Fantastic Four. I still believe like they rid it basically because like Stark Tower is being bought by someone, and it's even alluded to in the Far From Home trailer.
Right.
And I still think it's going to be the Baxter Building.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you want some? Yeah. This brought to you by Captain Morgan Apple Smash. While you're doing that, I'll shoot a couple of release dates for you. A couple of release dates have been announced. They're shooting Mission Impossible back to back, the next 2, and that's gonna wrap up Tom Cruise's.
Really? I didn't hear that part. So like that's him. He's saying.
Well, I don't think. I think that's what everyone's assuming is like they're doing it back to back. So because he's getting up there age wise, he's in his 50s, so he only has so many bones left to break. So. There was release dates announced for Ghostbusters 3, which was kind of caught everyone off guard.
That's right. That's right.
Apparently it's going to be a true sequel to the Ghostbusters, the first 2 Ghostbuster movies, and ignoring the 2016 one, which
not everyone's happy about.
Not the actress that played. Well, Leslie Jones, that plays her name. She was one of the characters in.
Kind of get where she's coming from, but like they could just as easily eventually make a sequel to that one.
Because like I think I told you before, like I never seen the movie, the 2016 one, but like from what I understand was they tried to like not be in the same world as the first 2. Mm-hmm. So like I said, like they can 3 years down the road, there's a sequel to this one.
What does it matter?
So, there was a release date announced for Morbius, the Jared Leto Sony movie. And then those I think it's July 2020, those 2 movies, along with an untitled Christopher Nolan movie. It blows my mind. Like Christopher Nolan obviously is the most like him and Tarantino probably the most like box office
they can do whatever they want.
Like you just gotta put their name on it and people see it. Yeah. But like I've never seen it where it's like because I'm pretty sure even Tarantino was you have an idea of what his movie's gonna be.
Based on
like I think like when Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was announced. It wasn't called that, but it was like everyone had like
Yeah.
he knew he was doing that
Yeah,
movie. There's no title for it.
Yeah, like he immediately said like this is regarding the Manson family.
But like, there's nothing about this Chris Nolan, and like it blows my mind that it's like, oh yeah, here's a release date for his next. We know you're gonna see it, so here's untitled Christopher Nolan
I didn't
movie.
really think about it like that, but you're totally right. Yeah, it's just like, all right.
Usually there's something. Like we see it all the time where it's like untitled property of company, like untitled Sony movie, and it does with directors, but like there's always something that you know what they're making.
This is going to be even just say like this is going to be a sci-fi, which obviously is going to be, but like because he did a war movie last, so this one will be like off the rails.
Memento sequel where things are going.
The
story's going 3 different directions this time.
It's going forwards and backwards, and
there's an alternate
timeline. Yeah, there's an alternate.
So that was just cool. I could be wrong, like they couldn't, but like that's the first one I've noticed where it's just like, here's his next movie. No title, no nothing, no synopsis, no whatever. 2020, so there'll probably be news soon about what it's gonna be, because they usually shoot that start shooting it around a year before. Another one, like I've never seen any of these, or I don't know if it's one movie or a franchise, but Dune, the remake of Dune.
Yeah, there's been one movie, but there's like a series of novels, and there's been a couple of games.
Yeah, that's good. That's a 2020. Let's say,
but that was like a TV series. Now that I'm thinking about it,
that's close to production because it's getting casting.
Yeah, quite a bit.
They're getting some big names.
Jason Momoa,
James Brolin.
Yeah,
is other people.
Yeah, Josh, right?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah. James is the older one.
Yeah. Well, Reebok in this one. He might be the Doom.
Starring James Brolin as Dune. Featuring Josh Brolin as Dune Jr. This time...
Everywhere you look, there's a Dune.
This time... Dude has to raise his son, Dune Jr.
Don't miss the sequel, Dune goes to college. Where they both go to college.
It turns out Dune Sr. never got a degree. Oh my god. Yeah, so this beloved franchise we clearly know nothing about. It stars a lot of really famous people. I'm sure it's going to be very good because it's the guy who did Arrival and the latest Blade Runner movie.
Dennis.
Don't try. Don't try. Villeneuve?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I was going to say No Nueva, but no, I think it's more syllables than it's there.
It's Villeneuve, I'm pretty sure. Canadian, huh? Montreal or something?
Yeah. You see Blade Runner 2049?
No. I really liked Arrival, though. And Enemy? Did you see Enemy? With Jake Gyllenhaal? That's good.
Oh, God. I gotta watch, I love Jake Gyllenhaal, but, I've seen very little Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
Did you see Donnie Darko? Yeah. Okay. That's a good...
That's like his
first movie.
Yeah.
Start there.
So, so... Dune's coming out 2020.
Yeah, a lot of people in it.
Another movie that's close to or just started production. Did you see the newest Jumanji movie with The Rock and Kevin Hart? No. That was a surprise hit. Everyone thought that was going to fail, and I've seen it.
It's like every second Rock movie is a failure, right?
Yeah. So that was because after this one was Skyscraper, I believe. And this blockbuster hit, Skyscraper v Dune. Oh my god. So anyways, Jumanji 3 is in the making. It just started production.
And this is direct sequel, obviously,
to Welcome to the Jungle, which is the name of the second one, and.
But are they calling it Jumanji 3? Because
there's no subtitle yet for it. there's been
like Welcome to the Jungle wasn't really Jumanji 2, or was it?
It was called Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, but it's not Jumanji 2. Or
No.
is it?
Wait. Yes.
It is?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so like, do they reference?
Yeah, they have.
Okay. I didn't know this.
Yeah, no, there's a quick little scene. I think like Robin Williams' character was.
What?
He's not in it.
Oh.
It's a reference to his
he's
character.
dead at this point.
I forget his name is something Parrish, and I think Adam Parrish maybe. And there's a character who's been like stuck in the video game for a lot longer than the other characters, and
that sounds familiar.
And he anyway, he's like
he's like
living.
This is exactly what happened to Robin Williams in the first film. Is that what?
Kinda, but like,
really?
But like,
okay,
they go into the game this time. He doesn't come out of the game.
Okay.
And then when he comes out of the game, he's like, it's. Do you know who Nick Jonas is by chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say unfortunately, but it's like who gives a shit? I know who Nick Jonas is.
He's like this character who was like playing the game like in the 70s or something like that.
Okay.
And he played and gets sucked into the video game. Then when the present day, when the other 3 or 4 characters get sucked in the video game, they meet up with him. And then when he comes out, it's like he comes back as like in his time, isn't present. So then when you see him again, he's played by Colin Hanks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to picture like. Oh no, sorry. I say that, but like they're avatars. Never mind. I corrected myself. Because you got like 3 kids.
So confused.
Okay, so in this movie, it's to sum it up, like it's a video game they get sucked into.
Yes.
So they each pick a character.
Yes.
And then they start playing it. Voodoo shit happens. They get sucked in the video game.
Yes.
So they're playing as their avatars.
Right.
So it's not The Rock getting sucked into the game.
Yeah.
It's a kid. It's like a teenager.
Yeah, it looks like the Rock in the video game,
yeah.
but he's this little kid.
And same thing with Kevin Hart. So like Nick Jonas' character, that's an avatar. I correct myself. And then
okay, like in the game, he looks like Nick Jonas.
Yeah, but when you see him again, it's like him older because like he goes back to when he got sucked into the video game. So like when they see him again, he's aged.
Yeah. Okay. So who played like the younger person? But then the older person, like in reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it was what I'm getting to is the movie was a success. Like it was a surprise hit. Everyone had this doomed to fail, but obviously you have The Rock and Kevin Hart in it, 2 big names right now. So everyone saw it, and I saw it. I thought it wasn't bad by any means. It wasn't as mind blowing or as funny as people made it seem. And I'm not the biggest Kevin Hart fan. Not much. He's not one that runs go. Oh yeah, Kevin Hart. Then I gotta go.
How do you feel about Jack Black?
He was the funniest part.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah. Because he is a female.
That's right. Yeah.
She picks a character who thinks is a female, but it's actually a guy. And so it's the typical like, oh my god, I'm a woman, but a guy. Jack Black.
So she pulls her pants and like looks at her dick for a bit and be like.
There's a scene where she's like peeing and she's like, oh my god, like this is amazing.
I'm just thinking because like.
Yeah.
I think they did that in like Scooby Doo or something like that. One of the Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
movies.
because
Fred like switched places.
Yeah.
And he, like, just feels himself up for like 5 minutes. Like, oh, okay.
So that movie started production, Jumanji 3. We'll see. There'll probably be some footage for that soon. Movie that just finished production, Star Wars Episode 9. Just finished the other day. Rumored title is Balance of the Force. I like Star Wars. I don't know anything about Star Wars, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know, balance. I assume because like it's the rule of 2 or whatever, right? In Star Wars world is always 2 Jedi, or 2 Sith, or something. I watch the movies, guys.
Yeah.
So like you like The Last Jedi more.
I do. Yeah, I do like The Last Jedi.
So like how?
I mean, I didn't love it. Okay. I didn't hate it either.
Are you looking forward to Episode 9?
Not really.
It's just because I think you mentioned this before about how like there's such thing as superhero. Like there's always been like rumors of superhero fatigue where it's like, oh, eventually we're all gonna get tired of superhero movies. But like the quality has actually gone up.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes, and like, I think you already said like you're tired of like Star Wars fatigue. It's already here.
Yeah.
And it just started.
It had just started back up.
2015.
I think because so a lot of like the films have been so 50-50. Like every single one of them.
Yeah.
Right? Like even The Force Awakens, like I think that's probably
there's a lot of oh my god, it was great, but then there's a lot of people saying, well, that was just episode 4 again. And,
yeah. Which I'm in that boat.
And,
but like every single one has been 50-50 or even more in the scale of like I'd say Last Jedi is probably like 74 or 30.
Yeah.
Right? Where like 70% of people hated it. And I think that's the same with like Rogue One and
yeah.
I think probably the fatigue is just doing mainline, doing a spin-off, doing mainline then a spin-off. Like I think
and it's just for some reason Disney can't get their shit together for this franchise.
Like they got the rights to when they got the rights to the Marvel stuff, they just I don't know, got the right people working on it and just went to town and did it properly.
Well, at least to defend that a little bit, like Marvel Studios already started. Like they already had a Kevin so
Feige.
Yeah.
Feige.
Like he was already doing like I think the first one that was under Disney fully, I think Avengers had already shot when Disney bought Marvel's. But like Disney was like
Iron Man.
Iron Man wasn't the first. Disney wasn't.
No, they were involved in Iron Man.
They weren't. For sure, it was Paramount was.
Yes, they distributed it, but it was still
like
Marvel Studios has always been Disney owned.
Oh.
Marvel Studios, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Because I don't remember start seeing the Disney.
Yeah.
Like when these movies come out.
That's true. You're right about that, but Marvel Studios has always been a Disney brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Mm-hmm. I thought they did.
They were still just being distributed by Paramount up until Avengers.
Because from what I understood was like the first one that was like, I won't say fully, but like under control of Disney was Iron Man 3. Avengers was the first one, but I think it was already mostly shot.
Uh-huh. Like you're right, technically, there's some weird things, and like even with like the Incredible Hulk, but because they like Marvel Studios wasn't formed.
Because I remember there's a lot of like comments about, because that's when the humor kicked in with Iron Man 3, and I was like, oh, that's your Disney.
Yeah, no, go. I mean, look at like Iron Man 2. Yeah, like all the Sam Rockwell bits and. I want my brother. Yeah. Jenna's favorite line.
Right.
So there's, I mean, even first Iron Man, that's, there's lots of little.
I didn't make correct it. I'm right and wrong at the same time.
I think you're more wrong. I think you're entirely wrong. No, I'm just kidding. What were we even talking about?
Star Wars. Because we're talking about Star Wars. How, like Marvel Studios, when like they got that so under control, but it seems like they can't get the same thing done for Star Wars.
I think just
and like every movie like
Feige.
There's like they just had like they fired like Colin and
Trevor
Colin Phil Lord. Isn't it Lord something?
Christopher Miller and Phil Lord.
Yeah, like
Phil Lord and Christopher Miller.
They got fired midway during, or 3/4 of the way through Solo, and then Colin Trevorrow.
Was doing
episode 9, but he got not fired, but he mutually parted ways with Disney before they stopped that one. So there's a lot of rumors saying like they got J.J. Abrams come back just because they needed like him to like correct the path more or less, and like so I'm afraid episode 9 is gonna be like another generic retelling. Like I'm all for like different stories. I just didn't like Last Jedi because I thought it was a boring story. I didn't like really like. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was like wasn't like what people wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. Like I like Star Wars, but I'm not like crazy into Star Wars.
So you're not like upset that Luke was just mopey on a planet all by himself? Like I don't care. Like that doesn't.
Just
because that's not.
For me, was like a lot of the movie felt was like a slow car chase in space.
Yeah.
Where they're
I'll
like,
give you that. I'll give you
like
that.
a lot of the movie was that.
Yeah. But I liked, the character. Like I liked what they did with the characters more so in that one than the.
I didn't like the casino. Let's do a PETA-esque storyline for a bit.
Yeah, that dragged on. Dragged on.
So
I'll give you that.
So I'm all for new stories. Like, yes, I get the issue. Like, I like The Force Awakening, but I get that people are, like I saw it too, where I was like, okay, like this is the episode 4. Again, I was like to the point where we're destroying a planet that kills other planets.
Oh, but this time it's bigger.
It's bigger and destroys more things at once.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not.
So do you think J.J. Abrams was brought back in just because he's almost like a Disney lackey, or it's like he'll he'll just do what Disney wants him to do?
Yeah, I
kind of almost like, would you say like the Russo brothers are Disney lackeys, where it's like it's like no, because they
I think quite the opposite. I think
they did so well they kept them around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like J.J. Abrams, they're like, because with Star Wars, like they purposely hire different directors for each one, and then
they brought him back because the middle director was two out of the realm or whatever. And then it's rumored that because he was supposed to, Rian Johnson, who directed The Last Jedi, he was supposed to do a whole new trilogy, and it's been back and forth already if he's still connected. If I was him, I would recommend dropping out just because you're going into this as being like
the guy
the most hated director of the Star Wars. So,
which is like.
But then again, like you got them thinking so much of you, you can do a great movie because everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is crap. Like original story where it's not, but
I
can help them out.
It's so hard to say. Like I want that to happen. Like I'm really just over the Skywalker saga. You know how they kind of refer to that. So I do want to see just
a whole new Star Wars.
Yeah, that's why I'm really excited for the Mandalorian.
Huge galaxy. Like not everything has to be connected to the Skywalker family.
Yeah,
that was so annoying. Like going into The Force Awakens was like everyone was so. Everyone has to be related to someone. Like you had like the Ben Solo thing, and then there's that's one thing I do give props for The Last Jedi was the fact that it was revealed that Rey's parents weren't anyone big.
That's what I liked about how much it just does subvert everyone's expectations. Like even the casino bit too, right? Like they're going there to meet fucking Justin Theroux's character. Yeah. And then he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna help you or whatever, right? Yeah. And then like. Because there's like that whole bit of them like trying to like work out, and then they're just like, no, I don't want to help you. And then the Snoke bit, where it's just like getting split in half. Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I
gotta give her credit for being like ballsy, like like not like because everyone went into it like, oh, this is our theory of the movie. It better be this way, or this movie's crap. Which was, Luke Skywalker is gonna be Rey's father, or Obi-Wan Kenobi is gonna be her father, or something, whatnot. So like, I was very impressed that they're like, her parents were just random people. Yeah. Which was cool because I defended the saying like that means anyone can be a Jedi, which is alluded to at the end of The Last Jedi, where the kid moves like the broom or something like that. The very last. I don't even. It's like the very last because like you have like the kid. It brings back. It shows the kids again that are at like the casino planet. Yeah. And like. One of them moves the broom, I think.
That's right, yeah.
As like watching like a spaceship go or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
So like it was so like I defended that saying like sweet, that means like anyone can be a Jedi, you don't need to be a freaking Skywalker.
Destiny,
So you create your own destiny type of story.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I hope it's good. Yeah. I do, but I'm really just not excited for it. Like I don't like of all the Disney related properties. I don't care about Frozen 2, but like I don't care about Frozen at all. So like, I would say this is probably the least. No, I'm not excited for Dumbo or Aladdin, really.
So, but like I don't know, like
I should be excited.
Should be like that's the thing. Like supposed to be like, oh my god, Star Wars.
Yeah, like I should.
But now it's like, oh great. we're gonna have to see how this mess ends, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so